Why are we in a social climate of where men do not approach women?
Gone to multiple singles events. I'm hosting singles events now myself. In every situation, it's majority women.
Does a man with libido even still exist? Like, is that out there somewhere?
God, where did the man? Where did the man?
What happened to the masculines in this world?
Low-key, can we go back to like pen pals and courting and all that stuff?
I wouldn't consider myself a traditional person, but maybe I am when it comes to dating.
I feel like it was more common back in the day, and nowadays, poof.
What's up with men literally doing a full 180?
No. These cameras and this social media and this need for aesthetics, it is ruining dating and relationships.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Desktop Drop. Let's dive in.
Gone to multiple singles events. I'm hosting singles events now myself. In every situation, it's majority women. And they're all really cool, fun, attractive women. In New York, women here, in my personal experience, they are very willing to sign up for events. They're willing to put in effort to make connections with people, both platonic and romantic. And I have found it not to be the case for men. So I don't know where that perception's coming from. If anyone has any idea, what is that barrier? The reason that we're reaching out to these men is because it's harder to get men to sign up for these events. And yet when we ask them to sign up, they say they don't want to sign up. What is it? I don't understand.
Men aren't avoiding connection. They're avoiding fatigue. Constant rejection, mixed signals, high expectations, and being treated like disposable options will make a lot of men sit this round out.
Is it just me, or are men acting more and more like girls nowadays? Like they don't even want to do it anymore. Like they're always like, oh, I'm not in the mood, or I'm way too tired, or I just don't feel like it. Like what the fuck? You would think they're the ones with a period or something. It's like, come on, I need a very, very active man. Does that exist still? Does a man with libido even still exist? Like, is that out there somewhere?
It isn't acting like women. Men are just exhausted. Stress, work, pressure, bills, and modern dating burnout hit men too. Y'all wanted men to have feelings until those feelings included being tired.
I wouldn't consider myself a traditional person, but maybe I am when it comes to dating, especially first dates. I'm like currently going back and forth with this guy. I'm gonna stop about how like this guy thinks it's crazy. He's like, you expect a stranger to pay for your meal? I'm like, yeah, actually, you know what? I do. If this stranger is trying to woo me and asked me to go to this date, to this meal, like I can go out and buy my own dinner anytime. If I'm going on a date, it's like because I was asked and like that person's interested in me to like see where things go, you would think that they'd want to woo you. Like that's what I would do. If I ask someone out on a date, I'm full sending, like, I don't care if I have to empty out my bank account to like take care of that whole bill.
You say you want equality until the check shows up. If men are expected to pursue, plan, pay, impress, improve themselves from day one, don't act shocked when some men stop signing up for the audition.
Low-key, can we go back to like pen pals and courting and all that stuff? Because like, I hate existing in this time. Like we need to bring back like yearning and only writing letters and not being able to contact each other for weeks. Because then I feel like people would be more inclined to like actually care to see you. You know what I mean? And like I hate that we have these stupid little devices where you can just like reread texts or like scroll back and then just hurt yourself all over again. Just delete all of it. I'm gonna go off grid.
Women romanticize old school dating now, but spent years replacing it with situationships, instant validation, and endless options. Men didn't kill courting, modern dating culture did.
What's up with men literally doing a full 180? Okay, so I've literally heard of this happening to so many people, and I'm just like, what is in the air? Like, even with my ex-husband, I'm like, okay, we were married for 4 years, we're in the middle of building a house, you know, we're doing, you know, like the little TikTok video of like, you know, we're checking the progress, we're doing a little video together. On Sunday, we literally went, we did our little video, whatever, everything was going great. He's like, I'm so excited. Thursday, he wants to get divorced. Why? because he has a feeling, okay? And I guess he didn't want kids with me. Okay, whatever. That's a whole other story that we're not going to get into. But literally complete 180. I'm like, I don't think you leave your wife of 4 years because you're feeling overwhelmed. Given also too, he wouldn't come to couples therapy, literally wouldn't do anything, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, flash forward now. My friends are like, oh, okay, you should date this guy. You know, he's been divorced. Like, maybe you guys could relate. You guys could be good friends. I'm like, okay, yeah, like, whatever. You know, I'm not really super into dating, but I'm like, whatever. Like, I just, like, need to get out, do something, okay? He is 29. You know, he seems like he's got his stuff together. He seems pretty, like, emotionally mature, right? Everything. I figure, like, oh, he's older. He's like, yeah, like, I'm done playing games. Like, I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to have kids. I'm like, okay, like, perfect, because me too. Anyways, whatever. He calls me, we meet up. Obviously, I feel like our connection was like pretty instant. Like, it kind of felt like we were best friends. Things were going really well, you know, whatever. This man is going like all in, like coming on so strong. Okay, like notes, flowers. We literally bought a dog together. I'm his soulmate, all this stuff. Okay, he wants to get married, all the things. Okay, I'm like, okay, like whatever, slowly warming up to it. I'm moving a little bit slower than he is because I had just got divorced. I'm, you know, being a little more careful, whatever. Same thing, complete 180. I'm like, because he's like feeling overwhelmed. He's like, I don't know, I just like, I can't do it. Like I need space to figure out my emotions. Given also in the beginning of a relationship, I felt like I needed space because I was like, I don't know, I just got divorced. Like, you know, I'm trying to work all through these like new feelings with dating and stuff. And he was kind of like, oh yeah, like I think it's stupid for people to take space. Like, what does space really do? Like, he's like, in healthy relationship, you should be able to like work on yourself and be in a relationship, you know? I'm like, yeah, I guess that's true. You know, I hadn't really thought about that. I got married at 20. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, I guess that's true. Like, just because I need to work through these feelings, I guess doesn't mean that I can't date you. Anyways, and then he does the same thing. And like, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt at first. I'm like, oh, well, you know, maybe he's self-sabotaging. Like, maybe he's having a lot of fears, like, because he's been divorced, like, you know, all these things. I, like, texted him. I'm like, hey, like, you know, I really liked you. I thought our connection was really genuine. Like, I want to work through this with you. Like, whatever. He's, like, totally shuts it down. He needs space. Whatever. I haven't heard from him in a month, which is fine. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, what's the point of, like, selling this fairy tale, telling, like, me, I'm your soulmate, that we're gonna get married, we're gonna have kids. Like, I'm just like, why do that?
Man didn't do a 180. The red flags were doing backflips the whole time. Notes, flowers, soulmate talk, marriage, a dog, together, that fast? That wasn't masculine certainty. That was emotional speed run.
So boom, cute boy hops in my DM. He says, hey, I would really like to get to know you. Would you like to go on a date? Normally, I would say fuck no or not even respond at all because you're a stranger. I don't know you. But I went over to his TikTok and he has about 500,000 followers. His content is really good and he's really creative. And I love other creatives, especially if it's an opportunity where we can both get creative together. So I said, you know what? Yeah, we can go on a date, but it has to be somewhere public. So he picked out a cute little coffee spot because he likes coffee. I like coffee. We picked a time and a place. Cool. So when I get to said coffee spot, I see that he's nowhere to be found. And I'm thinking, damn, like, he's supposed to be here before I am. I'm the girl. I'm supposed to walk in and you already sitting down, you know? Extra points if you sitting down with both our drinks already at the table. So I walk in, I pick a table, and I start waiting for him, right? As I'm scrolling on my phone, I'm waiting for him. Someone's coming in that looks like him, but I'm like, nah, that can't be him because this person is doing this. They're holding, you know, the little Osmo pocket, little camera thing? Yeah, he was walking in doing this. I'm like, I know this boy is not vlogging this experience, right? Wrong. It was him. He walks in the door and he's doing this and he's walking towards me and he waves. I'm like, fuck, it is him. Now I have to wave because I'm being recorded. So I go, so he's like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. How are you? Great. He says, do you consent to being recorded? I'm like, aren't you already recording me? He was like, yeah, but like this is for a vlog. And if you don't consent to being recorded, I'll just crop all this footage out. I was like, hey man, I look cute, like whatever, I don't care, record me. Cool. So then he was like, did you already order? I'm like, no, I was waiting on you. He was like, okay, cool, let's go. So we get in line to order our coffee. And as we're waiting in line, he's kind of just like getting little clips here and there. He's not really like interacting with me. Mind you, this is supposed to be a date, you know, we're supposed to be getting to know each other. He's not asking me any questions about myself. Then finally, as the line is moving, he puts his little pocket camera thing away, and he goes, so how are you? Like, I'll be watching your videos, like I think you're so pretty. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I checked your page out last night as well, you know, like I really like your vlogs. And as we are making our way towards like the register to order our coffee, he pulls the little camera back out, and now he's recording this entire interaction of us ordering our drinks. We both get 2 iced lattes. Then the lady goes, your total's like $13.60. And then he goes, hey, I was just wondering like if I could get these coffees comped because I have 500,000 followers on TikTok, and I was wondering if like you want to collaborate. So the lady very politely said collaborations is something that you would have to set up prior to coming into the spot. So like she said, if you want to talk to my manager, you might be able to set up something for the future, and like we could comp your food and your drinks. But as far as right now, like we can't really comp these coffees. Basically, she was trying to say, we don't know you, right? We don't know who you are, like in a nice way. And I got such an ick during that whole interaction, because why are you trying to comp $13 worth of coffee? Right, I don't know. Cool, so he pays for the coffee, and then he puts his little camera back away. Cool. And then they call his name, and they bring our coffees out. This is where it gets creepy. He said, wait, before you grab them, ding, pulls out the fucking little camera again, right? He was like, all right, we're gonna grab them at the same time. It has to be very aesthetic. So on the count of 3, we're gonna grab our coffees, right? I'm like, okay, how hard can this be? I do this shit for a living too, you know what I'm saying? So he goes 1, 2, 3. Boom, thought I grabbed it right. He said, no, let's try again. I'm like, okay, put the coffee back. 1, 2, 3. We picked up the coffee. No. He said it has to be at the same time. I'm like, I thought it was at the same time. He was like, nah, you were slightly off. I'm like, okay. Now mind you, people are staring, and like I don't give a fuck. I don't get embarrassed of anything. There's nothing that you can do or say that's gonna embarrass me. But the simple fact that we are in a public setting and you're like doing a lot, you know, it's like, dude, like hurry up. Like other people want to get their shit too. Cool. He was like, all right, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Picked it up. He was like, no, because your thing, like you have to see the logo of the cup. Now at this point, I'm getting aggravated, right? This is the 3rd time that we take this fucking shot of us picking up this fucking coffee. I was like, yeah, my fault. He adjusts the cup, and he goes, all right, this one's a charm. 1, 2, 3. Picked up the cups. Perfect. He says, all right, now walk to the table. I'm gonna walk behind you. So as I'm walking to the table with my coffee, he's walking behind me, recording me from the back. Cool. So I sit down at the table. He puts his little thing away, his little camera, and then, you know, we get to actually having a conversation. He asked me a little bit about my background. I'm asking him a little bit of his background. We have a blissful, uninterrupted 10 minutes before he pulls out the fucking camera again. Am I on a date, or am I in a full-blown production? Hello? No. These cameras and this social media and this need for aesthetics, it is ruining dating and relationships. Please stop it. Stop. I want to get married one day, but not if it's like this.
One weird experience is an agenda report card. Some people are just walking red flags with Wi-Fi. A guy turning a date into a content factory doesn't mean men are the problem.
The guy that I matched with on Hitch, who lives 5 houses away, we were talking, and he finally was just like, are we going to get together? We had talked about getting together and just having a cup of coffee at my house from the very beginning. And he was like, you know, let's just make it happen. When would you like me to come over? When can I come over? And I was like, fine, you can come over tomorrow. And he was like, that's great. Perfect. After having like a really good conversation. And so I woke up the next morning, I worked out, I cleaned my house, I texted him and said, hey, are you ready to have coffee? And I never heard from him. I still have not heard from him. It takes some big balls to ghost somebody who lives 5 houses away from you, like big balls. And particularly when you spent that whole day before talking about like how attracted you were to me and how you liked my personality so much. You couldn't wait to get to a point where we could just do the normal things together, like go grocery shopping and, you know, be in the house together, working and, you know, sharing things or whatever. It's just a big leap to go straight into ghosting. Anyway, a lot of people were like, just block him and move on. Did tell everybody that I blocked the person that I had been seeing for like a year and change, but I blocked him for a very different reason. I blocked him because I have such a soft spot for him that I don't trust myself. Like every time he reaches out to me, I find it very hard to resist him. And so just for my own sanity, I have to block him, because I would always just say yes to him. I would always go back to him, and I'll never be in a good relationship because I'm just drawn to him.
One guy ghosting you 5 houses away doesn't mean men are broken. Sometimes people say big things fast, chase excitement, then disappear when reality shows up. Bad character isn't a male trait.
For the fellas, quick little question. Are all your balls castrated and sitting on shelves in jars somewhere because this generation sure as fuck aren't wearing them? Not wearing them. You know, years ago men were hunters, gatherers, providers. They were sexy. They had things going on. They let a woman know. Men nowadays can't initiate anything, can't hold conversation, planning dates. I don't even think they know what the word date means. Like, courting is just not a thing. I've never known a generation of men to turn women all the way off to the point where we're now leaving yous on red because it's pitiful. If you're single and dating right now, like, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is why. Like, I can't, honestly, I don't even bother. I do not bother. I don't even give anyone the time of day because I'm just like, oh my God, this is soul destroying. You've got no idea how submissive a woman can be. Women love to be submissive. Believe me, there's just nothing sexier than when a man is a man, but you are giving us absolutely fuck all to bow down to. And I don't know if you have noticed yourselves, but women are taking a step back. You're getting nothing from us because you're giving nothing to us. It's absolutely diabolical. Like, I can't even. And like, it's very peaceful being single when you don't need anyone. Like, you genuinely don't need anyone. But oh my fucking God, like, I've not met, dated, been speaking, seeing anyone with a decent set of fucking balls who is a man. No one. Absolutely no one. Like, they're all sounds, I get on with them and that, but it's just like, oh my God, where did the men? Where did the men? So yeah, can we bring back the men and the hunter-gatherer and, you know, yeah, dating us and wooing us and turning us on and just normality, bring it back.
Y'all want the providers, protectors, therapists, and mind readers all in one man? Then wonder why he stops chasing. Men didn't disappear. They got tired.
Why are we in a social climate of where men do not approach women, like women they'd be romantically or sexually interested in? Because women have very overtly said they don't want to be approached. Like, the loudest voices talking about men approaching women are saying, don't approach us. Now, there's nuance there. Understand, I am very pro-social. I want people talking to each other as much as possible, regardless of romantic or sexual interest, but certainly including that. Now, I didn't fully articulate myself when I said there's good reasons for men not to approach women. It's more that I want men to approach women thoughtfully. I want you to be very mindful of your physical size difference and how much space is between you. I want you to be very mindful of not creating a sense of pressure or obligation. I want you to be very mindful of if she's not interested in talking, that you don't keep pushing it. I want you to be very mindful that if you get rejected, that's not a personal reflection of you. She's just not interested. If you can keep all of those things in mind, then approach women left, right, and center. This is what women are talking about when they say don't approach us. They're talking about men who do not follow the rules I just laid out. Of course, not all men that approach women are disregarding those rules. And those men know that. Those men who are like very mindful of women and how they come off and creating a safe space, they understand when we're saying don't approach women, we're not talking to them.
They stopped because they spent years hearing don't approach us, leave us alone, and you're creepy. Now women are shocked, they backed off. Anyway, that's enough for today. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and stay tuned for the next video.